So I thought we would take a look at Jordan Underwood.
Right? Like, can we please get over it? Like, I posted the TikTok. I know that, like, I'm a thin person. Oh, that was fun. I know that I'm a fat person and my mom is
Was it funny, Jordan?
thin, right? That's been true my whole life. It is not a surprise. We get it. Shocking to many, I have a lot of very thin people in my life who I love so, so deeply, and I'm gonna post them on my TikTok. I am incredibly lucky to have so many people in my life who love me out loud. People who want to be seen with me, want to take pictures of me and videos and be in TikToks. That is something that not a lot of fat people have.
Well, that it also brings a little bit of clout to their account, knowing, the kind of exposure you get.
It is so common for fat people to go years not taking a picture, years without being like in family photos.
And I understand that. I was the same way. But your pictures take it to another level. I mean, that's not just your average picture. And it just seems like more so for shock value than you actually thinking that this is cool. And not only that, but I'm sure the people around you who you're making money for are going to kiss your ass. Come on, girl.
And photos with their friends because they are ashamed to be seen. And even worse, they go years and years without photos because the people in their lives, their family and friends, don't want to be seen with them. I'm not going to not post.
I mean, I didn't deal with that personally. I could see that happening. But personally, like the people in my life, my family, I didn't. If anything, they wanted to help me. They didn't want to. It wasn't that they didn't want to be seen with me. They were genuinely worried for me when I was over 500 pounds. So yeah.
Pictures and videos of me and my mom or James or Queen Shai or any of the people in my life because you all think it's funny or weird.
No, it's what you advertise on your account as fat equals healthy, which is not true. And that's what really gets people miffed. That's why your account gets all this clout. Come on, girl. Come on.
That we are in like a mix.
And I know they know. I know they know. But for whatever reason, they have to, pretend, oh, I'm so happy with my life like this. I'm so happy being big. But then in another post, they're like, oh, I deal with all these health issues, depression, anxiety. What?
Size relationship? Like, come on. It's foolish. And I think that the fact that, like, that video went viral because enough of you were like, ho ho, fatty, like, it's foolish.
I would venture to say a lot of people weren't like that at all. A lot of people seem concerned in your comments. And yes, you're going to get bullied. It's social media. You're posting something public.
Foolish.
Not everybody's going to like you. Hell, not everybody likes me. It's just the way it is.
Check on Mother's Day. And I'll post one again next time I see her. Like, let the feel-good content be feel-good content. I think, like, far too often people are being hateful under videos like that because they feel badly. Because they are hiding themselves. And
I'm not hiding myself. I mean, I post pictures on social media. I'm just not really big on selfies, I guess. Or like posting myself every 5 minutes doing some dumb TikTok dance. Come on. Plus, I'm 43. I don't feel like it, man.
you don't need to. You can live out loud, babe. Everything's gonna be okay.
Nope. No, it is not. If you continue on this path and you still encourage people to continue on a healthy path, no, I mean an unhealthy path, no, it's not. It's not going to be okay. Stop doing that. Everybody does that in the fat accept. They all act like this. It's going to be okay. It'll be fine. I'm fine. Next post, they're complaining about their knees, their back, and
you don't have to hate your body. You don't have to hide yourself. Like,
I'm not saying hate yourself. And I'm not saying hate your body, but at the same time, I feel like that falls into self-care. And I mean, it is everybody's decision ultimately what they do, what they eat, what they decide to handle their body, how they want it. But just don't try to preach to other people about how they should live their life when you're living a very unhealthy life, a very toxic life, but yet you continue to try to plug it into people like this isn't going to go anywhere. I promise you. Everybody in this community, they all seem fairly young, so I feel like it's something that'll eventually fade because we've already lost a lot of fat, just obese influencers, my bad. And that's not cool. Nobody wants you to die. They want you to see the truth. They want you to get help or at least admit to it and stop making up reasons as to why it's healthy or why they do things the way they do. That's no. Your body is not scientifically different. Stop.
it's okay. Like, it's okay. So I'm currently at fat camp getting treatment for my lymphedema, but I just want to share a little win, which is that I started doing complete decongestant therapy for my legs on Friday, and today I was able to do the leg wraps on.
And yet you don't see this as a major problem in your life, like enough to, I don't know, lose weight.
My own for the first time, so I want to show you. So this isn't like the complete wrapping. This is like the wrapping part, and then
Oh my God, I thought her toenails were really yellow for a minute. I was like, girl, come on, no, don't show that. But this isn't cool. How can you even still preach about being fat when, or obese or whatever and loving it when that is painful? Why would you? God.
when my therapist does it, she wraps the whole thing, and we're going to do that tomorrow. But this is just like the part that I can physically do. So I wrapped up.
Again, I cannot stress how awful. Like, girl, why would you post? See, man, there was a picture of her. I'll have to post it at the end just to show you. Um, where she's standing next to two thinner women. One's like, I don't know, a little bit chunky, the other one's a little bit thinner. And she's got these legs. They look painful. And where the sneaker meets, it looks like it's squeezing her foot or the bottom of her leg. It looks awful. It looks painful. And they're trying to make that the picture of health.
My foot. I think I did a good job. And then I put this on, and it goes like this, and then this goes like this, and it's done. Woohoo! Let's hope I pee out a lot of fluid tonight.
That's sad. That really is. That's just not good. Hmm.
But have you considered the content might not be for you? But have you considered?
Well, yeah, well, same question though. It doesn't matter who the content is for, it's still public. And everybody can still see it. And come. All right, whatever.
I'm a person with a
I feel bad for the people that lower your coffin into the ground. They've got their work cut out for them. Oh, yes, they do.
mom and a girlfriend and a best friend, and they all have to like read these comments that you make.
They should be helping you then. They should not be condoning this.
And like, I don't know what I'm supposed to say to get you.
That you're not healthy. To admit that you're not healthy. and that this is not something everyone should do or should want to do. That you are killing yourself slowly in front of everyone, and that coffin thing is going to come a lot sooner than you think, and it might be something, yeah, you might want to think about.
You don't understand, like,
I mean, we all die. We all die. They act like they're immortal.
you can just block me. Like, you don't have to do this. And
Same thing. You don't either. What?
like, I know in a way it probably is how you cope with like the problems going on in your life and in the world, and I get that because like things are scary and they're hard, and I have empathy for you in that, but like there are other ways to cope with your problems that don't involve like actually harming other people.
This isn't harming you. I thought that this doesn't. Not only that, it just doesn't harm you. Period. It's a legit question. Girl, you're the only one who does not see how awful this whole thing looks, how sad it looks, because we all know you're not going to live a full life. I mean, unless you do something about it. And hopefully you will. But you're going to, these health problems are not going to go away. They're going to get way worse. It,
Um, yeah, I just don't really understand why you think like saying something like this is okay. Like,
well, the same reason why you post anything. Why do you think that's okay?
I just don't know. And like my comments are filled with shit like this. It's not like this one person. It's just like to all of you. I don't get it. I really don't.
Yes, you do. You do. You do get it. You're just lazy. Just be honest. You don't want to put the damn effort in.
And like,
And she's making money. Or he, whatever, they, them. They're making money. They are. Off of this, this lie, pretty much. And of course, people are going to kiss their ass. Everybody in the entertainment industry, they make money off this shit too. I don't think it's nothing to concern with that. Has anything to do with that? Hmm?
if anything, like, yeah, I know like you're doing it to hurt me, but I pity all of you, honestly, because you don't have the skills to cope with like.
What? And you do? She's got to be on a lot of freaking medications, in my opinion, to be this just relaxed about it. Uh, if they are really this clueless, then I mean, ugh.
The shit you're going through, and that sucks, and I know that sucks, and I know you comment this because you're hurting, and so like I don't know.
And they don't. They they really don't know what to say. You know why? Because it's a truth. It's a truth, and I think maybe, just maybe, this is scaring them a little bit.
I hope that someone shows you kindness, and I hope that you do one day learn the coping skills that you need.
Coping skills. Oh my. Nobody needs coping skills. People are genuinely worried about you. That's not.
Need to like.
I think this comment scared her. I really did. I really do. It scared the piss out of her. And that's why she's saying the things she's saying, repeating it. She's actually thinking about this shit.
Just like feel better and like live a better life. I don't know.
That's right. You don't know. You have no clue. And you're still promoting shit to other people.
Acknowledging that doctors can and do have.
I get that some doctors are biased, but you're completely delusional to think you know better than a doctor who was at school for 7+ years.
Biases that cloud their judgment doesn't mean that I know better than a doctor or that I don't trust doctors. You clearly have never met someone who has been misdiagnosed. Biases
Oh, honey, I don't think you've ever. I think when they see you, they pretty much know.
can be held against any different type of population, right? This is not just about fat people. My mother is very, very thin. This is her. Just after she gave birth to my brother, she got very, very sick. She went to doctor after doctor after doctor for 2 whole years. And
If you've seen the picture going around, there is a picture of her younger with her family, and they're all fairly fit. All of them.
in that time was kind of swept away. They said, oh, you have postpartum, you're a new mom, you're just tired, there's nothing wrong with you. After 2 full years of being undiagnosed, her body was degraded to the point where she could not walk anymore. That is not because doctors don't know enough, but it's because they have biases. They have biases against fat people.
Well, if they've seen as many as I mean, they've seen a lot. They've had a lot of patients. You'd be surprised, and a lot of them, I'm sure, were obese and who didn't want to listen, who didn't want to, make themselves, didn't want to try to help themselves, and that's frustrating. A doctor can't just fix you, right there and then. That's not how it works. They tell you, they give you the tools, they tell you what to do, and they keep an eye on you. That's. But when you're not helping yourself, how are they supposed to help you? And it just gets more frustrating from there. I mean, doctors can fire patients. That's a thing. Just so everybody knows, that is a thing. You can get fired by your doctor, because I've actually had it happen.
They have biases against Black people and people of color. They have
Oh God, what's with the race? Why always bringing up race? This has nothing to do with that.
biases against disabled people. They have biases against people.
You're not disabled. Oh, you are not disabled. You're not disabled. You did this to yourself. It is a choice, and it's also a choice to put the food down and lose weight.
People with mental illness. They have biases against lots of different people. Like, you can have a bias against basically anyone. And in my mom's case, she was experiencing a bias against new moms, right? On top,
I don't know about that. I think you just like to play the victim in order to get, people to feel bad for you, to get any kind of like.
of just like general misogyny. They said time and time again, there's nothing wrong with you. You're just a new mom. You know, being a mom is hard.
Because it is. Do you have children, may I ask? Because if you don't, then please stop. Even if you know what happened to your mom, and I'm sure she told you the whole story, girl, you still don't know then.
She could have died.
Or you don't. I hate this. They don't know.
Because doctors have biases. And the only reason she didn't is because she kept going back. And the only reason I got diagnosed is because I kept going back.
Because the doctor probably told you what to do already, and you didn't want to listen. You didn't want to put the effort in, and yeah, that doctor is going to get a little miffed, if not a lot.
I do trust doctors and medicine. And I acknowledge that people are people and they have biases. And that impacts the work they do. Whether they went to school for 7.
Same with you. Your biases. You think everybody who's thin is just freaking awful. Or, I mean, now she's saying in this clip that she has thin friends, a thin family, yada, yada, yada. But still, come on.
Years or not.
Well, guys, I have had all that I can take, and I am taking a break.